Okay, so I'm going to walk you guys through getting your pig ready. I'm doing this all by myself and with the camera, so it's going to be a little bit of a bootleg situation, so bear with me here. I'm going to show you what I've got. I have some string. I have 2 pieces of string, and they are about twice as long. They're each, if I double them up, they're twice as long as the distance from my fingertips to my elbow, to the inside of my elbow. So that's going to be plenty of string. That's more than enough. So I've got 2 pieces like that. I have forceps, which are these things. I have T-pins, which are these things, and I have 5 or 6 of them here just in case I need them. And I have one of these, which is a probe. And then, of course, I have my darling little piggy. I haven't named mine yet. So here's my pig, and she's kind of juicy. I should have dried her off, but that's okay. Actually, she's kind of juicy. I should have dried her off. Okay, so I'm going to start with my pig lying like this. And I'm going to take one end of the string and I'm going to tie it around the pig's wrist. So step number 1 says tie a cord around the pig's limbs and secure it to the dissection tray. So this is what I'm doing. So I tie it to this first wrist, and then once it's good and tight, I'm going to lay my pig on its back. I'm going to put the string underneath the dissection tray. And then I'm going to pull this other arm way up, way down, so that both limbs are touching the dissection tray. Nothing's breaking, nothing tragic is happening, but my pig is nice and wide open now, so that when I go to dissect, it's going to be easier to see. Now this is a lot easier to do with 2 people than with just 1 person. And so now I'm going to tie. So if you have another person who can hold the legs open, you can actually get it tied a little bit tighter. So I'm going to do the best I can here with this, and you want this nice and tight because that's going to help you when it's time to actually cut. Okay, so I'm going to leave this string in case I need it. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the hind legs. So I'm going to go and take the string and tie it to the hind limb. I'm having trouble tying this. And then I'm going to go underneath the pan again. And then I'm going to pull this other leg across. Oof. Like I said, easier if you have a second person. I'm going to pull this leg across, get the legs down nice and tight, and tie the second leg down. The tighter this is, the better it's going to be for you later. So I know it weirds you out and it creeps you out, but you have to get over it and do it. Now these strings are going to loosen up later on, so I'll show you later at some point how to tighten them up. Ugh. Well, this is kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Okay, so here we go. Here we have my little pig ready to go. So that was just step 1. Now I'm going to move on to step 2, which says, look at the diagram on page 3 of your packet and make incision 1. This cut goes from the hair on your pig's chinny chin chin to just above the umbilical cord. So I'm going to look up to my pig's chin and I'm going to see that right here there's a little hairy thing called a hairy papilla, and then here's the umbilical cord. So I'm going to cut straight down this way. One of the things I didn't show you is my scalpel, and I don't see my scalpel here, so I'm going to have to go grab a scalpel.